Release the Kraken!
Welcome back, fellow game designers. In this one, we're going to go ahead and make our legs. And they're pretty quick. You can see they are 3 sections. You can make them out of cylinders or cubes. To stay with the trend, I'm going to do them out of cubes so we have a similar structure. So I'll go ahead and grab my cube here. I'll go into a front view. I'll grab the lower section here. Go ahead and make a layer from selected. We'll call this pelvis. And we'll reference that so I don't have to accidentally grab it. And then let's grab the cube here. I'll go ahead and center this on the leg. Scale it with the R key, and we'll scale this up. I'll go ahead and check my side view. Move this into position on my side. And we'll start making some adjustments. So right off the bat, so you can see here in the image it's got some roundness to it. So I'm going to go ahead and subdivide this twice to get a nice clean shape. I'm going to go up and do mesh tools here, insert edge loop. Let's go to our tool settings. And we're actually going to go down to multiple edges, so multiple edge loops, and we'll set this to 1. And you might think, well, why would you want to do that? And the answer is this will guarantee that our cut will be centered. So I'm going to go ahead and click this one. And you can see how if I drag, it doesn't move. I'll do the same thing on this one. If I click, say I drag, it doesn't move. So perfectly center cut. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and turn this back onto relative. And then I can close my tool down. Okay, I'll hit Q to get rid of my tool. Go ahead and grab this front one here. And I'm going to pull it forward just a little bit to get some roundness to it. I'll do the same thing with the back. Pull that back to get some roundness to it. And then I'll do my sides. Now my sides, since I have symmetry on, it's going to be a little bit easier. I'll just grab one and pull. And that's going to round out my leg. Okay. Let's go ahead and check my view here. Now overall, you can see it rounded it out, but it's a little bit chunky. On the side, it doesn't quite match the reference. So I'm going to go into vertex mode. I'm going to turn off the symmetry. I'm going to grab the bottom row of vertices. Grab scale. I'm going to use middle scale. Remember to not use the side scale because you get squishy. So I'm going to go middle scale, pull that in. Okay, it looks good. The hip needs to be a little bit rounded, but we will do that in just a second. Go back to object mode. Move tool. And let's go ahead and just move this to center. Pretty good. Now for this upper section, we want to pull this up and round it off a little bit. So I'm actually do a bevel. So let's go into edge mode. I'll double click this edge, double click that edge, get this one and that one that were all the way around. Edit mesh. Let's do a bevel. There is our bevel. It's a bit strong. I'm going to go ahead and just move the fraction up a little bit. Okay. And now I have this new section of vertices that I can play with. So I'm going to go into face mode. I'll grab these 4 faces. And then move tool. Go ahead and pull these up just a little bit to kind of get a shape. Okay. So we're good there. We're going to round out the knee as well. So I'll grab these edges here. And then we are going to do our bevel again. Now what's kind of neat is if you press the G key, it'll repeat the last action. The last thing I did was bevel. So if I hit G again, it should go ahead and bevel for me. If it doesn't, Control Z, whatever change you made, and then just do it manually through the Edit Mesh tool. And I'll adjust my fraction like so. I think that'll give me a decent spot for the knee. This can overlap when we make our model. So I'll go in, go to vertex mode. I'll go ahead and pull these down. So I'm going to grab all that, get the move tool, and move that down to the edge. So this edge here lines up with that edge. That way we have a little bit of overlap, so when the knee starts to move and flex, we don't peel apart like this. It'll be more like that. Okay? I'm in my perspective view. Grab this. I'm going to do a duplication. Control D will duplicate. And then I want to flip this. So I'm going to go down to my scale. Now my scale up and down is the Y. I'll go to the Y scale and then make that a negative. And that'll flip my model upside down. And now I can move it. So grab the W key. And we will move this down. And now I'm just going to do a visual lineup. So I'm going to line this up visually with that edge. And there is the lower section of the leg. Not too bad. For the foot, that's going to be pretty quick. We're going to grab a cube and shape it. So cube. Go into a front view. Let's line up the cube with the center of the foot here. For the foot, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to grab this cube. Control D to duplicate. I'll go to my side view. Let's lower this down so the bottom of the foot touches the ground here. And then we're going to do some scaling. Let's go ahead and go into vertex mode. I'll grab these top vertices. Oh look, they're already selected. That's convenient. Go ahead and lower these down right about there. That's probably good. I'll grab the front vertices. We'll move those out. And grab these ones. I'll move them down. You can see we have that slope on the toe there. Let's move those. These ones I'll pull back to the upper edge of the foot here. You probably can't actually see that because this model's in the way. Let's go ahead and hide these. I'll grab the leg, upper leg, bottom leg. If you hold shift, you can select both. We'll do a layer, create layer from selected. I'll call this one, this is the left leg, so I'll do leg underscore left. I'm going to press the V to hide it. And now we can see where our foot is. So I'll go ahead and grab the foot here. Vertex mode, you can see that's where those are. I'm going to line these up with the edge of the foot here. Take these down just a little to get that back of the shoe. Take these, move them back. And then these ones, move forward, and I'll just angle these like so. All right, let's go into our front view and just double check everything. It looks like from the front, the shoe lines up on the edge there. So I'll go ahead and just grab that and pull this way. Grab these, pull that way. And I'll do the same thing on this side. That looks actually pretty good there. I'll grab these, I'll pull this way. And there is our shoe. Let's go ahead and add this to our leg layer. So go ahead and select it as an object. Right click on the leg layer, add selected. And then press V, the little V key there, to turn that back on. So there is the first leg. Okay. Now we want to duplicate this and move it over to the other side. So I'm going to grab all three pieces. So Shift, grab all three pieces. And then Control D to duplicate. Now I'm not going to drag these over. Instead, I'm going to go over to the Translate X. And then whatever value is in here, I'm going to put a negative on that. And then press Enter. And now we have the other side. Look at that. We are just about getting done, right? We're about 3/4 in. We got to do the arms and then the head. All right, so stay tuned. Make sure you save your work, and I shall see you next time. Hey guys, thanks for checking out my channel. Misty and I both thank you. If you enjoyed that video just watched, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Also, if you'd like to support the channel, check out our online merch. You can get that on Amazon or at a Teespring store. The links for that are in the description below. And now for the new and exciting thing that I've been working on the past like month or two is our first official cryptocurrency, which is Stepdad Doge. So Stepdad Doge is a BEP20 token, totally for the memes. You know, not to the moon anytime soon is our big slogan. And of course, he's been keeping the kids in line. I wanted to do keeping the kids in line since 1949, but that's not true. So I just left it at this. But yeah, this is what I'm working on, making the little page here and being kind of cute with it. If you want to see more about the token and all that stuff, you can check out our About page. You'll see the team. Of course, I'm the token creator, and then Marcus and Becca, they were kind of like some of the spiritual advisors into this. So it's like, I want to make a token. I don't know what I want it to do or what I want it to be. And so we kicked around that idea, and this is the idea that kind of popped up. So you can kind of read about the token, what the project is. There is a 1 trillion coin cap. It's not going to, you're not going to be minting any of these, and you're not going to be burning any of these. And we'll get back to burning in just a second. There is a fee for all transactions, which is 4%. That way there's something always going back into the coin, so there's always something to be available. And then there is, of course, a staking fee or a staking reward. So as you're holding it, you gain some coins back, 3%. Now, in terms of burning the coin, I don't think it's a good idea to burn something that you want to actually have value. That's kind of like a scheme with pump and dumps. They're like, oh, this coin will burn X amount of coins, and then it'll artificially inflate the price, and then you'll get you'll be able to pull out and get some money out of it. My thoughts on that are, if you want a coin to be usable and you want to be able to make trades with it and whatever, then having the supply of that token or coin diminish with trades means at some point you're going to run out of coins to trade. So it just doesn't make economical sense to me. So I did not make a burn in this coin. I want it to be useful. One of the things we want to do is make it so that you can purchase our merch with it. There is, of course, merch, which is awesome. You can check out the merch page. This is the basic stuff we have here. And you can gain all of it, of course, on our Teespring store. That brings you here, and you can see various products and such. At the moment, you cannot purchase anything with the tokens directly because I don't know how to set that up yet. Working on it. But I do want to be able to start at this point and, of course, offer games that I'm selling using the token. I was going to have a different token in mind, but I think this is going to be a fun one. And yeah, it's just going to have something that you can exchange with, because more things that you can buy with it, the better the longevity of the project and the more value it's ultimately going to have. And then, of course, as far as like transparency and trades and stuff, you can read that here and what we've done at the present time. You can also see more about the token on Binance BNB. So if you go to BNB or Binance scan.com, you can take the token address. You go to the investment page here, and you can go down to the bottom and grab the contract address and just go ahead and paste that in, and you can get more information about it. So here is the page so far. I'm still in the works of getting the symbol approved because I have to have so many trades and whatever not to get all that stuff. But you can see it here, current value and all that stuff. Really, there's no value in it except for what I've already put into it. I think overall I put about $1,500 into creating and setting up and doing liquidity for the token and some other stuff. You can see the current transactions and all that on the coin. You can check that out. You can check out the contract. You can check out how the contract's built. It's all here. And whatever not. As far as trading, if you want to get a hold of it, it is available on PancakeSwap currently. It trades for BNB, and you can, of course, go into, once you connect your wallet, you can go down and paste the contract address and then add it. Now, if you haven't added it yet, it will say, hey, anybody can make a token. Anybody can make a token here. And it'll give you a warning. Make sure that you understand who you're getting it from and if it's approved and it's official. But yeah, the contract address should take you there. And then it'll exchange for BNB. I don't actually have any BNB in this wallet, but you can exchange for it. I want to make it so it's exchangeable across other BEP20 tokens, so like Wife Doge, Baby Doge. There's, of course, Shiba Coin, which is an ERC token. I'm going to see if I can get that working as well, but I don't have that up just yet. But the more things you can trade it with, the more options you have as far as like liquidity and trading and such. So yeah. So if you jump down and you actually go to the investment page, I do recommend not investing in this unless it's something that you really want to do, because this is a meme project. It is, of course, my first project. I don't have any intention of abandoning it because I think it's kind of neat. But you got to know your sources and be vigilant about that sort of stuff. So I can't give financial advice and say, get this, but if you want it and you really want to support the meme, then by all means, help us out. The more people who are getting involved in this, then the more likely we can get this on other exchanges and we can get sort of the ball rolling. I might do a crowdfunding page to kind of help build that up. I haven't given out any coins or anything like that. I think for the upcoming future, I might do some giveaways, but we'll get to that a little bit later down the line. But anyway, yeah, so that's just us in a nutshell, what we've been doing. If you want to, of course, contact us on this page, you're more than welcome to. And there's some merch. And yeah. Anyway, hopefully I'll see you on the next round next time.